Today we will conduct one activity where you will see or you will try to understand what is latent heat of fusion. In order to understand the latent heat of fusion, here I have taken a beaker. Inside that some ice cubes I have taken, and this is a laboratory thermometer. Here is a wire gauge, a tripod stand and a Bunsen burner. So now, as you know that the melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. So I have dipped the thermometer inside the ice cube, and just you see the temperature of ice in the thermometer. Here you can see the reading of the thermometer. It is coming to 0 degree Celsius. Have you marked? It is 0 degree Celsius here at this point. So the temperature. Now what we will do? We will start heating this ice cube. Okay? Now slowly we will supply the heat energy into these ice particles. So here what happens, the particles inside the ice cubes, now you can find as we are supplying the heat energy, but there is no rise in the temperature. Look to the temperature in the thermometer. There is no rise in the temperature from 0 degree Celsius as there are ice cubes. So whatever the heat energy now we are supplying to this, actually this heat energy is trying to overcome the force between the particles of the ice cubes. Unless and otherwise, all the ice cubes converted into water, the temperature of the thermometer will remain 0 degree Celsius. You see, now also you can find the temperature, it's there still at 0 degree Celsius, and as there are ice cubes are left, you can find the ice cubes, still there are ice cubes inside the beaker. So whatever the heat we are supplying, that is only increasing the temperature of the content of the beaker. Okay, so now slowly we are going on heating. We are going on heating only. You can find. So the temperature you can find still it is at 0 degree Celsius, and when all the ice will converted into water, then the heat you can find there will be a rise in the temperature in the thermometer. Okay. Okay, now you see here all the ice has converted into water, and you can see, now you can see the increase in the temperature here in the thermometer. You see previously it was at 0 degree, now it has slowly increased to, you can find here, it is coming to here, just look. Is it visible to you? It's 25, 26, 27, 28. Look how the temperature in the thermometer is increasing. Because whatever temperature we are supplying now, that is increasing the temperature in the content of the beaker as all the ice is converted into water. So this heat energy which is required to convert the ice into water is called as the latent heat of fusion. Clear? latent heat of vaporization can be performed by doing this activity. Here we take some water in a beaker, okay, and suspended a thermometer in it. Now we heat this water by using a burner, okay, and note the temperature at every minute. As the heat is given, the temperature of water rises gradually until it reaches 100 degree Celsius. Okay, now you can see as we are supplying the heat energy, the temperature of the water reached, now it reached at 75 degree. Okay, so we'll goes on, it now it is at 80 degree Celsius. So we will going on supplying heat energy to the water, and when the temperature will reach at 100 degree Celsius, you can find, as you know, that is the boiling point of the water. So at 100 degree Celsius there will be no more increase in the temperature, and the marking in the thermometer will remain constant, and the water will start converting into vapor, as that is the boiling point of the water. So now we'll go on continuing supplying the heat. At the temperature of 100 degree Celsius, you know, water boils and starts changing into steam. As more heat is given to water, more steam is formed, but the thermometer reading remains at 100 degree Celsius. So you can find here the temperature is going on increasing, but here the water till now not converted into, is not started converting into vapor. Once it will comes into 100 degree Celsius, you can find the water will start boiling and will convert into vapor. You can mark here, see, now you can find the temperature is already reached at 100 degree Celsius, and you can find the water in the beaker started boiling. Okay, the water started boiling in the beaker, and the temperature it now remain at 100 degree Celsius only. Now whatever heat we are supplying, that heat will not increase any temperature in the thermometer. That heat energy will be utilized to convert the water into vapor. So that heat energy is known as the latent heat of vaporization. You must have observed during the first experiment of melting that the temperature of the system does not change after the melting point is reached, that is 0 degree Celsius, till all the ice melts. This happens even though we continue to heat the beaker, that is, we continues to supply the heat. This heat gets off in changing the states by overcoming the force of attraction between the particles of the ice. As this heat energy is absorbed by ice without showing any rise in the temperature, this is considered as the latent heat, or the latent means the hidden. That means this heat is hidden in the beaker. That is the content of the beaker, that is ice. So the amount of the heat energy that is required to change 1 kg of a solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is known as the latent heat of fusion. As you know that the melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius, that is 273 Kelvin. So that have more energy as compared to the particles of the water particles in ice at the same temperature. So in the second experiment, we found that we supply the heat energy to water, so particles starts moving even faster. So at a certain temperature, a point is reached when the particles have enough energy to break the free from the force of attraction of each other, and at this temperature the liquid starts changing into gases, and the temperature at which a liquid starts boiling at the atmospheric pressure is known as the boiling point. And you know that boiling is a bulk phenomena, so particle from the bulk of the liquid gains enough energy to change into the vapor state. Once the water has begun to boil, the temperature remains constant at 100 degree Celsius until all the water has changed into vapor, that is steam. So the heat which is going into the boiling water but not increasing its temperature is the energy required to change the states of water from liquid to gas, and this is known as the latent heat of vaporization of water. So how you will define? We define the latent heat of vaporization in this way, that the latent heat of vaporization of a liquid is the quantity of heat in joule required to convert 1 kilogram of the liquid at its boiling point to vapor or gas without any change in its temperature. So from these two experiments, by conducting these two experiments, we got a clear idea about what is meant by latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. So now you can able to answer which is having more energy, the liquid at the water at 100 degrees Celsius or the vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. You can say that the vapor or the steam at 100 degrees Celsius has more energy which is inside it in the form of latent heat of vaporization. That is why it is more dangerous to the body in comparing to the water which is at 100 degrees Celsius. Similarly, the water at 0 degrees Celsius and the ice at 0 degrees Celsius, which has more energy? The water at 0 degrees Celsius is having more energy than that of the ice at 0 degree Celsius. Clear? Thank you.